We have with us S. Ravi Shankar, CEO and Director of Shapoorji Pallonji Energy. Hello, sir. Welcome at the ET Energy World, and thank you so much for taking out your time with us. First of all, how has been your experience at the day one at India Energy Week, which is the second edition?
Thank you for having me in your channel, and it has been a pleasure to participate in the India Energy Week. This is the third year in a row we are participating. Last year we were there in Bangalore also. We had to put up a stall, and the Indian energy needs are quite high in nature, and we are very happy with our assets in the Western offshore. We are almost processing about 25% of the oil which is coming for the ONGC is concerned. And we are also participating with them in various of their efforts in the sustainability is concerned. For example, in the first FPSO, D1, Armada Sterling, we call it, in the field D1, we were able to put up a compressor to avoid the flaring of gas, so that instead of wasting the gas, we are able to do that, and it is a great effort, contribution by both ONGC and us to do that. Likewise, we work together in many areas together, and this also becomes a stepping stone for us to see that we have a lot of foreign delegates and foreign companies coming here. As it is, we are operating in Indonesia, the world's largest sulfur processing FPSO ever built. So it gives us an image for India to grow abroad in the foreign, and this is also an industry which can be exported to the global market. That's something which is very interesting to look at it. Thank you.
Now can you highlight any unique approaches or technologies that Shapoorji Pallonji Energy is bringing to the energy landscape at the moment?
Yes, if you take about this particular FPSO is concerned, it's a latest one. We are using low NOx. This is the second time, the second low NOx in the world, which helps us in the carbon control is concerned. So there are several first of its kinds in this FPSO is concerned, which is the ultimate objective is reduce the carbon footprint. Even though we are producing oil and gas, we are implementing them, and as we see that our next line of thinking will be towards this what do you call it? Sterling Streamline is the next FPSO line. What we are working on that is that we are using this for as a gateway for producing oil of a higher capacity. It's about 200 to 250,000 barrels a day, and with the low carbon emission itself, very, very low carbon emission. We are using a technology which is quite new, which has gotten approval of ABS, absolutely new technology which is using it. So we are moving forward in implementing, because I'm sorry we cannot disclose the technology because it is which is being developed by us, and which will be you'll be seeing in the press in a couple of months when we are going to launch this in Houston. OTC is concerned, you'll see that that's something which is in-house, and it also goes to prove that the capabilities of Indian engineers and Indian construction people, everything, because as you see that India is moving forward, and these kinds of technologies which is normally prevalent in Europe and Japan, now we are the first company to bring it to the Indian shores also. Thank you.
Now, in context of the theme that we have at India Energy Week, how does Shapoorji Pallonji Energy prioritize growth while ensuring environmental sustainability?
Good question, basically. Shapoorji Pallonji as a group is a multi-diversified group. Actually, we are the first group to bring in what you call the water purification. AquaGuard is a household name, you know that. If you look at that. The second, they were able to do it in a municipality level and other levels. The second, we had a sister company called Sterling and Wilson, They are the world's one time the largest solar EPC contractors in the world. Before people were talking about solar energy, we were the first one to bring in the solar energy and the EPC contractors in the world, around the world. The world's largest solar plant, which is in the Middle East, has been built by us. So if you see that, there has always been a drive within the group towards sustainability and what do you call it as reduce the carbon imprint, other things. We have been, as a group, we are involved in several areas. And same thing, our chairman's view, when you go in for this kind of a things, we are looking in for near shore FLNGs, floating liquefaction gas term things, because it is the gas which is otherwise is put in back into the ocean. So we are able to monetize the gas, but at the same time we are able to bring those gas. Our objective is to bring the gas to the India, which is at a kind of a reduced price. We can put it that way. And gas is certainly better in sustainability in terms of the carbon emissions and other things. We do that. And also what is happening is that as we could see that we are developing these vessels, one of the characteristics of these vessels is the mooring technology. It doesn't have anchors, as you see that. They are built on kind of a rotating environment which rotates 360 degrees with a turret system. So that gives us enough knowledge in the deep sea windmills. You don't need to anchor them. It could float around and it can move with waves and other things. And the mooring technology which is available with us, we can do that. And especially in states like Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, where the wind is there for prevalent years, we are going into that solutions also simultaneously. We are working on that. But it will take a couple of years before we fine-tune it. Couple of in this year, one more year, I'll put it that way. We are fine-tuning it. And we are already there in level 3. We'll be reaching level 6 in a couple of years. In maybe a couple of months even, we'll be there. We are working on that.
And to ask you one more question which I have. What role does Shapoorji Pallonji group does when it comes to supporting the government initiatives towards the sustainability? Because sustainability is the new thing and it's the most important thing the government is focusing at the moment. So what are your plans for that?
Sir, as a group, as I mentioned to you, we are there in solar, we are there in water, we are going to be in the wind, we are going to be in the gas, we are going to be in several. In fact, perhaps people know it or not, probably we are the only company in India to own and operate a hydel power plant also. We have a hydel power plant, the first one to have it. So our aim is always, and there is a department within one of those group companies which deals in hydel power plants around the world and around India especially. They built it quite a large of the things. In fact, the water management wise, if you see in Mumbai, the first water reservoir below the Malabar Hills was built by us. And that's about 100 years back. And Lonavala is another example if you look into that. So the sustainability is there within our blood, within our gene for over 150 years. So we are going hand in hand with the government in their sustainability efforts. And as I mentioned to you, we are trying to monetize the gas, we are trying to bring in the wind power, we are bringing in the low NOx engines, every aspect of it. Our aim is to reduce the carbon imprint and at the same time go into the new energy initiatives which is there, which will be there. One thing which is also I would like to bring to notice, all these things helps us even to the next level of deep sea. We can go for deep sea mining. Who knows what you're getting out of that? We'll go. Perhaps we have the knowledge for the deep sea mining. We are not talking about oil rigs. We are talking about mining itself. Believe in that. So it's possible to do that deep sea mining, which can come in. And also, the economic zones in which we are offshore, we are working. Perhaps we can find a new source of tidal waves, because if you go into the little bit deep. The tides are predictable, which is in nature, especially in East Coast. We can have the tidal waves and the tidal power which can be brought in. That's another area which we can do that. And also the gas which you are able to emanate, we can produce an offshore power plant and take the power to the shore. That is also a possibility. So, I mean, endless chances for that.
So just one as a follow-up question, if I can. What role Bharat will play? What role Bharat will play when it comes to the energy ecosystem in the global map?
I think Bharat, with the initiatives what the government is taking today is multi-focused. If you look at the biofuel today, because they are blending the oil with a biofuel, so that they are bringing the molasses which they are using it, it is being attacked in several fronts. The wind energy, the solar energy, and especially the initiative on the rooftop solar panels by the Prime Minister to give a subsidy and other things. Even though today the sustainable ones, actually the biomass is the one which we are producing larger amount of sustainability, but over a period of time, rest of the things will catch on that. So government is aiming at a multi-pronged attack. You can call it as an electric vehicle, you can call it as a biofuel, like a biomass, wind energy, solar, hydrogen fuel cells. It is attacking at several fronts. But if you notice, our energy needs are increasing substantially with the population, and also with the infrastructure and the industrial growth for the population and the employment. Whatever you do that, it's a catch-up game. So it will take about another 20 years to even out. So this kind of an attack in all directions are very, very important, especially to reach a level of about 50-55% of renewable energy in the next 15 years and go towards the goal of renewable sources or clean energy maybe in 60s and 65, we will be able to achieve it because of the population size. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us and sharing your time with us and sharing those insights, which definitely will be important things that people should know about it. So thank you so much for talking to us, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.